Oh yeah, bam it again, Alzai. Knock it up another notch.
Yo, what's going on Team 20? I hope you're all super well. Today I'm going like southwest of where I am to go and meet the Crawley Town U23's coach. He wanted to meet up for a coffee, so I'm going to go and do that. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, then you would have found out what was actually happening. No, I didn't say it, did I? So it's a bit of a surprise. Today, I have no idea what the coach wants to speak to me about. I'll give you a bit of insight to what he said. So he texted me saying, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I was like, nothing during the day. Said, "I'll call you to talk about your future with us. I'm happy to have you in our under-23 setup." So there you go. I guess I'm part of the under-23 setup, but he said call, and then I think he must have decided that he wanted to meet me in person. So I'm going to go and do that. Like I said, no idea what he's going to say. He might say that I can't play for somebody. I don't know, but I think it's really important that I get games in. So we'll discuss that and see what happens. I don't think I'll be able to record any of it, and then I'll just see you guys after, but I need to go. Man, this wind and rain is freezing. It is so cold. I'm walking to the station now to get on the train. I also remembered I have to speak to the Dorchester Town first team coach today because he wanted me to go in for some training. They said to give him a call today when I last spoke to him. I can't even hold the camera. My hand's about to freeze, man. This is cold. Well, that was a pretty good chat. I'm currently just at the train station waiting to get back home. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. I think there's some valuable information in there for you guys as well to learn from a coach who's coaching at like a very high level. So let's go home. I'm in a difficult position right now. So I was told to call the Dorchester team first coach, which I'm going to do, but I'm not sure what I'm saying because I think he wants me to come down to the training session tomorrow, and to get to that training I think it's 7 hours like all up on the train there and back, and I think it's around 130 Australian dollars. So there's a lot of sacrifice there, and I'm willing to make that sacrifice 100%. But I'm not sure whether I'll be playing for Dorchester, and I don't know whether it's the best thing for me to do because I have options in Biggleswade. There's other options that I'm going to speak about later in this video that are at the same level, but a lot closer to London. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I might try and delay that training session and play the next game for the reserves at Dorchester so that then he can have a look at me in the game, see whether he's actually interested rather than going for a training session. I think that's the best plan. I'm just going to be truthful with him. I don't like lying to coaches and lying to people, especially me. I can't because I put my whole life on the internet. But for you guys as well, I think it's really important to speak the truth with your coach and to be honest, because coaches like that and they will understand you and they will do their best to help you. I'm going to do that. No idea what he's going to say. I think he'll be fine with it and he'll say, yeah, look, I'll come down to the next reserve game and just go from there. Oh. I remembered. I gotta be outside because there's no reception in this house. I saw you guys drew 2-2 from a 2-0 down. 8:30, 6:30. Okay, yeah, that should be okay. And how close is that to Dorchester West? Yep. Okay, I'll see you then. See you later. Bye. That plan went completely out the window. He just put it on me. He's like, well, we're training tomorrow. And I didn't really want to say no because when he said it, I was like, you know what else am I going to be doing tomorrow? I guess the biggest thing is like the time isn't really an issue, but the money is something like, you know, that's 100. I'm gonna go look now, but it's a fair bit of money to part with, so I'll just do it. Why not? Because realistically, when I think about it, if I don't go and train with Dorchester, the only training I'm going to do is outside, and I think I'd rather do team training and 7 hours travel. Oh, that's gonna be a big day. This is what we got. Leave at 2:12, which is this one here, and then arrive at 5:24, and then I leave at 9:22 and get back at, what's that, like 1:30 in the morning? And it's costing me £43. 7 hours and 13 minutes of travel. That is rough, man. That is so rough. Oh, the sacrifices of football. This is it. I thought the money was a lot more. I thought it was about £76, but 43. I got this deal for some reason. They put it on. Whatever. But I got an off-peak return, whatever that means. So look, the money isn't too bad. The travel is just killer. I'm not going to be doing anything else though, realistically. I'm not. All I would do is go to the gym, but it's better to be seeking out these opportunities. And like I said, there's a player at Dorchester from Bournemouth on loan. As far as I know, he's still there, and that's what I heard. So it's going to be a good training session, I hope. Looking forward to it. I have some very special things planned. I'm pretty sure that I'm meeting up with Matt Sheldon sometime later this week. If not later this week, then like maybe early next week, because I know he's over in London. Hopefully we can just have a chat with him and see what he's up to, get his advice about me, because he's a professional footballer. He's been through this, he's been through his journey in Germany, so it'll be really interesting to hear from him. That's the plan later this week. Right now I'm going off to the gym to do a back session. I was debating not doing a gym session, but I really need to do one, so I'm getting out and just smashing it. I'm on my way to the gym. One of the things that I'm focusing on this session is my chin-ups with my hands facing away and my chin-ups with my hands facing towards. And the reason for that is one of you guys commented on my last back workout saying that it was poor, and my form on those specific exercises was so poor. So this session I'm going to make it better. I hope. I won't know until after I've actually done the whole footage and had a chance to look back at it. So hopefully you guys can see a bit of an improvement. The problem was that my legs were flying all over the place. I looked very unbalanced. It was very jolted, like my movement would be up, and then up again, not just up, down, up, down. So that's the focus for today's session. Gym session ticked off the list. I'm very happy with that, considering I didn't really want to do it. I still got it done though. Now it's time to go home and have that protein shake with all the berries, Greek yogurt, protein powder, milk, the whole lot. So I'm going to have that. Stoked with that gym session. I think it went really well. I pushed myself to the limit. If you don't know how this goes, I'm about to make it go the flip down. We just go egg after egg after egg. Berries, more berries, scoop of the protein powder, and because I'm feeling it, I'll go another half scoop. Whoops, that went everywhere. Do not cook with Tweety ever. Then we go a couple of heaped tablespoons of Greek yogurt for the boys, just for the boys. For the boys, for the boys, for the boys. Then we just finish it off with some British whole milk, bang. And then the Tweety special, just a little bit of chocolate sauce in there. A little bit of water, and bang. This one's pretty special. It's called the Magic Bullet. And basically I just press it down, ready? And it just automatically does it. Well, that was quick. I'm just finishing up cooking my dinner. We basically got sausages, broccoli and carrot, and mashed potato. Now I'm gonna demolish this, and then I'll chat to you guys about what the Crawley Town U23 coach said to me. So I'll catch you soon. Alright, I'm gonna pretty much just chill out on this couch while I tell you guys it's getting a little bit late. I think it is 10:49 p.m. at night. I still have a while before I go to bed, considering that I'm not going to get home until like 1:40 in the morning tomorrow. Let's talk about today. Very, very exciting stuff. I met with him, we started speaking, we spoke about a ton of different things, and it's really interesting. His whole mindset about what football is, well, not the whole mindset, but one of his big things is players' mentalities. And he looks at me and he knows that I have the hunger. He knows that I'm trying to make something of myself as a footballer. And he said that it was one of the first things that he looks at when it comes to a player, which I found really interesting. So, or whenever you go into a trial or a training session with a team, always try and show your passion or what your difference is. And when I say difference, I mean, for example, you might be a leader, so show that you're a leader. Or you might be someone who's a good teacher, so try and teach someone in your team something. It just shows to the coach that who you are, your character, and stuff like that. Then we spoke for ages just about football and how amazing Kevin De Bruyne is and how I should be watching Ozil. And we were speaking about our training sessions and how we're going to have lined up a game against the Reading under-23s and QPR under-23s. And I think they're both championship. And I don't know when they're going to be. He said he wants to work more on our tactics, formation, stuff like that before we go into those games because they are very, very good clubs. So that's going to be really interesting if I get to play against them. But he said he thinks I'll fit well as a number 10 in the formation that we play, which is good news. I don't mind playing as a 10 or a winger. It kind of just depends on what the team needs, where our strengths are, where our weaknesses are. And if I play as a 10, great. It's a very, very good opportunity. We spoke about moving up into the first team. The first team of Crawley Town plays in League 2. The first team coach is Harry Kuehl, who is like a national legend in Australia. He played for Liverpool, he played for Galatasaray. I don't know who else. I know that like he's a big, big name in Australia just from helping us in World Cups and stuff like that. So he's a legend. And I said, oh yeah, you're gonna have to introduce me to him. And he said, yeah, no worries. I was like, my God. So that's sick. But how it works is if you perform well in training sessions, then you will move into the first team. And he has the ability as the under-23s coach to say to the first team coach, hey, this player is performing really well. How about he trains with you? And then Harry Kuehl will go, yeah, okay, let's take him in for a training session and see. And I think they've had 1, 2, 3 players move up from the under-23 squad into the first team. And it's only been around for, I think, about 4 months, 3 months. And the thing is, I've never really had something where if you put everything into training, you're going to get the rewards. I felt like when I was at Manly United, my Australian team, I felt like I was pushing there. I was doing well in games. I started training with the first team, but even when I was killing it with the first team, scoring goals in training, like everyone was saying I was doing very well, nothing ever came from it. And you know, sometimes at Sydney FC or Wanderers, I thought I'd be doing well and nothing would come of it. So I think this is a real opportunity where my whole mentality has to shift and I have to be going to these training sessions with a mindset that it's I was going to say do or die, but more like this is a match and I need to be performing at every training session because let's say I perform well 4, 5, 6, 7 training sessions in a row and I'm killing it. There's no reason for the coach of the under-23s to go, Sheldon, let's move you up into the first team, at least for a couple training sessions. So how it works is, as a team, we train 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. But we don't play any matches because the team was only created this year. They were created late. We don't play in a competition. Hopefully next year we will be entered into an under-23s competition. I'm not sure what. I don't know what the situation is there. But what it does mean is that I can play for whoever I want. So he said that he has a few connections for tier 7 teams closer to South London, closer to Crawley. So yeah, I already have Dorchester, which is, well, I'm going there tomorrow. It's 7 hours and something, 7 hours and 15 minutes. And then I've got Biggleswade, which are a lot further north. But maybe it's better to just stay closer to Crawley and it would be much easier on me. I just don't know whether it's the best move. So that's how it works. I can train with the other team. I can be signed to this other team. Like, for example, I can be with Crawley. You don't sign anything. It's not how it works because they're not actually a team. It's just a setup or a squad that trains. And then from that, I can sign for Dorchester. I can train with them twice a week and play on the weekend for them. Earn my money, whatever it is. Overall, it's very beneficial because I'll be training at Crawley. I'll have an opportunity there to move into the first team. I'll be playing in like a local, not local league, but like say tier 7 league, or maybe even tier 9 with Biggleswade, but that's a different thing because they have more connections. So I'll be playing where scouts will be watching. I think it's just a great opportunity. Now I need to find out where I'm gonna live, who I'm gonna play for, and it's difficult, man, because like, you know, I have Dorchester seem to be keen on me. We have Biggleswade, who are 100% keen on me. And then we have the other South London teams, which are much easier, but I don't know if I could be an option for them. So there's a lot of things that are going into it, a lot of things to think about, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll try and keep you guys updated, but as far as I know, I'm going to Dorchester tomorrow, and that's about it. So anyway, I hope that cleared everything up. I know the guys that follow me on Snapchat had a ton of questions about that. Who I can play for, who I can't play for, what's the whole Crawley Town thing. So again, if you haven't followed me on Snapchat, it's just up there. Team Tweety, I'm signing out. Make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new around here, join the journey, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.